As we move into topic 3, we're using arithmetic skills to solve perhaps everyday problems. And of course, with our calculators and smartphones with their calculators, this helps us a lot. Here, someone's going shopping and purchased 3 pairs of shorts. So setting this up, you would go 3 times $23. Then 5 tops at $28 each. 1 pair of sandals, so this is just $34. 2 bathing suits for $39. And then once you did this calculation, and this is what you're going to be doing, put your values over here, add them up, and let's see what you get. So something like this, you've put the number of items times their costs, got the total costs, and then had the sum of that, and that would be $321. Now for number 2, we're asked to find the average of these 4 numbers. And the way average works is you add them all up. That'll give you a total. And then you're going to divide by the number of items in your list. That would be 4. All right, we'll give you some time for that. And that is a sum of 1,476 divided by 4 gives you 369. All right, let's take a look at number 3. After studying it, now for this one, we're going to go to the whiteboard. And notice what we have here is an isosceles triangle where 2 sides are equal. So this side's a 21, so this side's a 21. Now, this isosceles triangle is sitting on top of a square. Well, interestingly, the sides of every square is 27. They're all the same. I have a phone call coming in there. So let's see what happens. So here, this is just adding up the 5 sides in a sense. We don't add this side because we're asked to find the perimeter. So when we do that, this ends up as 123. So there's a little calculation because some of the dimensions are missing, but you need to see the sides and then match it up and then just add them together. And that would be this one. Now for number 4, 19 men were measured for their heights in inches. So what you would do here is 2 times 65, get a value, one of these, 2 times 74, 2 times 75, 6 times 77, 5 times 79. Add those up, get your total here, then divide by 19. This one's a challenge because there's so much data, but go ahead. For this one, you had to, again, find what each of these values were and add them up, get a total, divide it by 19, then you get a fraction, and then you are to round to the nearest tenth. So you go to the nearest 10th place, go to the digit to the right of it, That's a 1. Since it's less than 5, you just drop it all. So your answer is 75.2. Now, for number 5, we have a fraction problem. So I would set it up this way. And what would our common denominator be between a 4, a 5, and a 20? Well, the answer is 20. Now I'll change colors so you can see this. I need to make this fraction into an equivalent fraction that has a denominator of 20. So I can multiply it by 1, and the form of 1 I'm going to use is 5 over 5. This one I'm going to multiply by a form of 1 to make this 5 a 20. What would that be? 4 over 4. So all these denominators now are 20, but here my numerator is 5 plus 4 plus 19. Now we want to add these up, divide by 20, and figure out what would our total ounces be. So we would add them up, get 28 over 20, and then take a 4 out of each of these and simplify it to 7/5. All right, let's go on. For these last 3, we've given you the strategy for getting to the answer, and let's see what you get. Checking your work for number 6, 980. For 7, 108. And using that technique of making equivalent fractions so that the denominator is the same, multiplying each fraction that's not the lowest common denominator by 1 to make it so, we end up with 7/8. Okay.